Hey guys, welcome to the stream. We have how we ended up here, coming off that slide. That's very strange. It's a bit of a glitch, isn't it? So here we are in a bathing suit in the theme park. Yay. Mind you, everybody's in their bathing suit. Right, so a little bit of an update really, nothing major, just a little bit. I've finally settled on this pool I'm going for, which I think works quite well. I might just round it off here so that we get more of an area for the foliage, etc. But basically I just put these little slides in, built this one, that was a blueprint. That's what I put them in to see how they look. And to the eagle-eyed viewers, you will see that they kind of got a rainbow going through the entire area. So what I'm going to try and do is just mix it up a little bit with the colours, like I did on the original part that I built at Funland Amusement Park, where it was all the same kind of style buildings, just different colours. But it worked out really, really well. Hey Mike, how you doing, bud? Thanks for your consented membership, mate. It is appreciated. Thank you very much, my friend. I worked, and then yesterday I had one day off, and I'm going to be honest with you, the reason why I didn't stream was because I was absolutely shattered. So I can only apologise for that. But what I have done in the odd few hours that I have played is I've sorted out all the paving around here, put a couple of slides in, coloured up the walkway. Just put a few more pumps in if anyone wants to turn it on. I'll put a staff room here as well. So that means we have one here, two here, one here. So why on earth they're going all the way over here, I don't know. Maybe I've got to set them all, even though I'm not playing it that way. But anyway. But do let me know on the quality of the stream, guys. I've turned the bit rate up, so hopefully you guys are getting a nice picture your end. The internet tonight is very stable at 8.5 upload, so I thought, well, I'll up the bitrate and see what happens. But do let me know if it decreases or gets a bit blurry or anything, guys. Hey Eva, how you doing? So the other little update really is I've built this little nook here, which is quite nice. Done the rope railing all the way up, individual pieces as always. Cool, cheers Mike. I tested the internet, I've double checked in video broadcast, so if I stop, if you don't hear me for long periods of time, please do put a comment, because it may be because that drops out. I don't know what's going on with it. There's an issue with the DLS S4 software at the moment. Keeps tripping things out and also saying that my graphics card is overloaded, but I've been monitoring it and it's running at 39%, so go figure NVIDIA. Not sure what's going on, but anyway, that'll sort itself out. So yeah, hopefully the quality is good for you this evening, guys. I really do hope it is. I'm going to stay off camera, because if I take my hat off I look like Marv when he's getting electrocuted in Home Alone 2. And you guys don't want to see that. Right, so I haven't got a clue what I thought I was going to stream. So, oh yeah, I've done this little restaurant upstand, not restaurant, but just kind of like snack area. And they're using it, which is cool. And it all works well. They're using the sunbeds as well there and in the nook. I've seen them use the sunbeds, looking good. And around here I haven't really figured out what I want to do yet, because obviously I've got to do something quite large here. So I don't know whether just dump a few big rocks in and just work out from there. I think that's probably the best way to go about it. So let's do this, guys. And I'll try and get rid of the adverts when they come on Spotify, because I still can't afford to pay it. So if they come on, I apologise. It is what it is at the moment, guys. I'm trying to stay in good spirits. It's tough, but it's just a blip. It's a blip. That's all it is a blip. Blips go away, don't they? I hope. Evening, Foggy. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're well. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I hope all is good. I hope everyone's had a good start to the week.
Weekend already slipping away.
Adverts. Sorry, guys. Be back in a minute. Really not good bit wrong. Oh, that's nice. Good. Wait. Was that curb? So this is kind of what I didn't want. This is why I didn't really want to connect this path up. But I mean, I can still get rid of that path. We don't have to have that path there. I just thought maybe the odd person might walk up here because majority of the traffic is meeting in this kind of area. That was why I put the shop and the toilets there. They're not even using this toilet, which is hilarious. 0 guests. Mad. Mate, one day. Soap. Don't want to get paid. I'm actually going to buy a lottery ticket. Just one. Just one. I didn't give myself like a millionth of a chance of winning it, but you know, at least there's a chance. You're telling me there's a chance? Better than not being in it, and then sitting there and thinking about it and thinking, oh, if only I played it. Driving along today, and I thought, oh, how easy would life be for everybody if it happened? Or if Elon Musk suddenly passed away and he said, all the money I have, spread it equally across every human in the world. You get quite a bit. Wouldn't be as much as you'd think, but it would still be quite a bit. That ain't never going to happen. Does that look? I just worry about the size of using these huge rocks up high because they look a little bit... They don't look that detailed. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't know, once we get some foliage on there and stuff, probably bring a little bit out here and have a couple of palm trees here or something. We will see. We will see. Let's get cracking. Let's get cracking. Love this game. I'm listening to music and you guys aren't. You're sitting in silence. My apologies. Let's try again. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet or whatever, guys. Do let me know. Hey, mate. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do on payday. Just one ticket. I'm not going to go crazy. Oh, I might do that one set for life. That's quite a nice one. I think it works out at £10,000 a month, tax free, for 30 years. Wow. That'd be lovely. And I've had the conversation with people about, yeah, but wouldn't you just want the 3 million up front? I don't know. Quite a nice thing to have, knowing that you've got money coming in every month for a very, very long period of time. Do you know what I mean? Where if you get the full amount, sorry, not a month, I'll buy everyone a beer, trust me. I would personally, yeah, if let's say I won 5 million quid. 5 million quid. Okay, that's I don't know what that is in funky language, funky monetary. What is it in euros? That's about 6.25 million euros. I'd buy all of you a 2-week holiday to Florida, and we'd all meet up and we'd go and have an all expenses paid 2 weeks. Not staying in the Grand Floridian or anything like that. We'd be in the Pop Stars resort. I'll pay for everything, alright. And we'd have it away. I'm quite happy blow $1 million doing that. I'd love to do something like that, just to give back something. It's mad the way my brain works. Be the luckiest man alive. I think any of us would be. Anyway, Daydreamer, he's the one. Trying not to make this look too slab-sided at the moment. Yeah, here's one for you then. How about each and every sub of this channel goes and buys a lottery ticket, yeah? And if anyone wins like massive, we all share it. To who bought a lottery ticket on that day? How about that? I keep looking at camera. Yeah, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? That would be you imagine that. I mean, it's 2,500 people. It's 2,500 chances about winning the lottery over one. And you share, I don't know, 2 seconds.
Huh. Have you ever wondered what a sandwich sounds like? Not much to it, is there? Unless, of course, it's a Walker's sandwich. Mmm, that is good. Now that's what a sarnie should sound like. Go all crisp in with Walker's. Delicious.
And it's you coming round the home bend at Cheltenham. Can you keep this
And you guys got an advert. Apologies. But yeah, just imagine that. Like 2,500 people. Each buy a lottery ticket. I've got my phone for a reason. So let's say, I don't know, 5 million quid. One more zero. Thank you. Divide 2,500. What am I missing? Divide 2,500. That's 2,000 times. What's that? There's not 2,000 each. Is it? No. 2,000 times 2,500. 5 million. Oh, that'd be $2,000 each. Well, that would be good then, was it? There goes my all expenses paid trip to Florida. Oh well. You know, I have these ideas from time to time. But yeah, that would be so cool though, wouldn't it? That's mad. 2,500 people, 2,000 quid, that's 5 million quid. That can't be right, surely. Calculator, where are you? I've not got a calculator on this computer. No way. Someone double check for me, because that can't be right, surely. 2,000 times 2,500 equals 5 million. Well, I'll pay for next couple of months' rent. Anyone's up for that? Yeah, that's what I did. It says 2,000. Yeah, I was just confused by the figure because you think of 5 million, you think that's a heck of a figure. You wouldn't think it would dwindle its way down to 2,000. So yeah, must money actually wouldn't go that far, would it? Oh well. We can all dream, I guess. Just trying to be cheery, guys. You probably think I'm a fool, but anyway. It just seemed a really low number. That was all. That was why I was like, you know, like when you see a word and you spell it and you're like, yeah, it's spelt right, but it don't look right. Do you ever get that? I get that. A lot. Old age, I think, is. Got a spring chicken, me. Wish. Alright, how glitchy are they going to be there? They're not. It's a bit big. I just find the texture doesn't look right on. It's like it spreads it a bit too much, makes it a bit too large, and then it doesn't have that. It has a more pixeled effect than it does a. Or it's just the way they've done this new thing. But how you doing, dude? Hope you're well. You live in Florida. Whereabouts, dude? If you don't mind me asking. In the Kissimmee area? iDrive area? I'll get a cheap flight. I'll be on there tomorrow, mate. But the thing is, you can't get a cheap flight anymore. A cheap flight to the States is like, oh, you must be looking at about 450 quid, which in today's money is technically cheap. But when you compare it just 7 years ago, that's horrendous. Destin, where's that then? Oh, is that? It's not the Keys, is it? That's north. That's. Hold a minute. Where is that? Oh yes, it's over by. You're not far from New Orleans, is that correct? Mobile, Tallahassee. I didn't realise Tallahassee was. Is that in Florida? Yeah. Oh, top. That's quite a drive down to Florida down to Orlando every day. Yeah, it would probably cost me more. Probably cost me less to get a flight and stay in Florida. Travel back and forth. Nice one though, dude. Tomo, how you doing, Dan? We were just thinking about doing a massive syndicate for the lottery. But I worked out that 5 million between 2,500 people is only £2,000 each. Pays a couple of months' rent, I guess. Right, I've got to figure out what I'm doing with these, because this... What do you do with something like that, guys? Because, in all honesty, if I do what I did with this, which I think looks pretty decent, to be fair, I'm going to have like 3,000 pieces. Just for these three... What was that, 104 million? What's that between 2,500 people? And singular typing, not good. 104, 123, 123, divide 2500. That's more like it. 41,600 each. Still a hell of a lot of money, and then you're down to the tens of thousands. It's insane. I don't know what to do with this to make it look something. Double. I would, to be fair, Tom. I mean, 41,600 would get me a deposit for a flat, and I'd be able to finally get a whole new computer, pay off all the debt, and then done. Yeah. Live how you want to live. You have to work, obviously. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Count the zeros, count the zeros. Gotta be done. Gotta be done. Right. We need to work out a structure for this. Right, what I do need to let you guys in on a little secret is as well, the only way to get rid of these supports, from what I understand, okay, is you have to do this. It's very tedious. It's a little bit frustrating, but why won't let me bring that up? All make it real. Right. So now we got it off. Oh, adverts again. Oh, they haven't even got it on. Apologies, guys. They are loving the Flumes now. It's quite interesting, actually. Music now. Turn that down a bit. Let's do. Let's then level that. This is how sad this game is, just to get rid of supports. So annoying. Ta-da! They're gone. And then you just have to be very, very careful. Because you actually only need the tiniest amount up there. See? Yep. And then that gets rid of those supports for us. But what you have to do is build a box underneath, obviously, or some form of thing. Because basically I did it on this one here. Where is it? Here. And to be fair, it actually looks alright on that. It doesn't look too bad. Just put floor underneath. There's tiniest bit of terrain in there, stopping that support coming down. Even though I had path underneath it. So just to give you the heads up on that. Alright. So. What are we going to do? These are open, aren't they? Yes, we're just waiting for a ride technician to arrive. Again. 2 of them. And I've synced every third up. So that one, and so forth. And they go down in 3s. But the problem is none of them are moving because these 2 aren't here. And this was the problem I had when I did it singular across the 8th. And it's just it just makes it stop working. So if I then unsync these, as you'll see, get rid of, it will work. What have I done now? Test it, close it, test it, close it, open it for them to ride it. Test it, close it, test it, close it, open it for it to ride it. Done. That should be my new saying. Test it, close it, open it for them to ride it. That's what I say every single time I touch a flume. If you touch this and just accidentally move this, you have to do it for every single one, otherwise they won't run it. So that's why we're a little bit jam-packed down here, guys, because no one's going on these 2. They won't queue up for them because, oh no, we've got a vendor now. So 1 is there. Numero 1 is there. So now we're just going to get random flyers, go all the way down, as there's no sync to it at all. So, oh, making it bad today. Got to be the same height. Where they come down. This is just for beautification because the actual structural element is here, so it doesn't really matter how or what I do on this as an exoskeleton to be able to give it. It doesn't need that extra support like across here, so I can save myself some pieces by just literally doing the stairway like we did. Aaron, how are you? Welcome to the stream, dude. I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. There's a lot of crap that goes on that personally, but throughout it, but it kind of settled down last year. Yeah, I love flipping back and forth. It's just the only issue I'm having at the minute is where I am in that park. My computer, when I stream, I'm down to about 12 to 15 frames a second. And it's just getting to that point where you have to double click everything, and it's getting frustrating. So I'm taking a step back. I'm trying to get my head into this, and then once things stabilize themselves personally from a financial aspect, probably towards the end of the year, I'll start looking into AM5 setup and see what's best for me, and go from there. I think I can't do anything at the minute.
Nothing beats
So
a Jet
it's a
2
shame,
holiday,
but
so give yourself
Jet 2 can fly away. And then we'll be able to do whatever we want to our heart's content, literally. Graphics cards paid for this year. Screens are paid for this year. So it's all, it's all going in the right direction. Just trying to keep on bloody top of it all, that's all. So we need beams going. Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't poke through. Nope. Right. So. Oh, you're more than welcome, mate. You'll learn a load of stuff. That's the only kind of reason why I do it, just to inspire you guys, really, to help you with how you do things. And there's many hours of that, all for your enjoyment. Right. But no, thanks, buddy. I'm glad you enjoyed it, because it's nice to hear, because obviously that's not finished yet, so it will get finished. When it will get finished is a completely different story. But why have we got this diagonal piece? Hey Patrick, how you doing, my man? Hope you're well. If I was you, Erin, I'd hold off from buying. The internet's dropped out. We back, guys? Not lagging now. No, it's just it told me I lost 2,000 frames, and the signal was down to nothing. So, my apologies. It's just music and you haven't got any of it. My apologies. Oh, I got back from work early, and I thought instead of just sitting here in silence playing, I thought I'd stream. It may only be for another half an hour, or it may only be for another 20 minutes. I'm not too sure, but there's a little bit of an update for you in respect of the area that's coming along now. And I'm just kind of calling it the rainbow area. So it's just going to have rainbow flumes and stuff coloured rainbow, basically. The bright area. It looks nice. I quite like these awnings. I've done the same thing as like the bunting, where I've kind of conjoined the colours that are going into it next. So green, well, blue into green, green into yellow, yellow into orange. So yeah, I'd stay away from it for now because it's not. The reason why I haven't built any of the theme park yet is because I can't trust the game to be working correctly. So until they sort out the train and the tram, I'm not doing anything. Zip to this. It's unfortunate, but I'm not putting thousands of hours into something that may or may not work. So until they sort everything out, that's kind of on a hold. But it's kind of why I've just started doing this, really. The Waterpark, they're focusing more on the Waterpark, the way the AI work around, you know, everything. The Flumes, it seems as though this is all being updated first for some unknown reason. So that's kind of where we're at, really. Just kind of making everything work, and we're overcoming the bugs with this. You know, the lazy river, the way the pools work, the way the people are. You know, you think how long it's taken us to get this lazy river to actually properly work. It's taken since the day pretty much the game's been out. And then having a little play on my own with the slides, kind of getting used to it, and then we built this area first, and that's kind of the vibe we're going for across the whole park. So you've got your base colours, which is your teal, your white and your red. They're the base colours for the park, which they always are, aren't they? So which kind of got throughout the front. I just need to put some red in there, and that collates just as you go through. You see things in that colour that are kind of just standard stuff, lockers, the changing rooms and stuff. But then at the same time, when you get to your more detailed areas, those colours can change, obviously. But then as you see the awning on here, we've got the blue, the white. I just haven't got any red, so I just need to put a little highlight of red of something on there. That's cool. Mid-air, got Superman. That one, you know, I don't look too good. But this is kind of like the look we're going with, and I think it just works. It looks so good, and it's starting to look so good. I came around, I think it was here yesterday. I was walking along with someone and just come under the bridge, and it was looking literally this way, and it just looks, dare I say it, real? I don't know. It just looks good to me. And then this bit here, I'm kind of going for half and half. So you'll have half pool, half rock work. So all this around here and the centre island is all going to be rock work. So I'm going to do the bed of the pool as well, or the base of the pool, however you want to perceive it. But I can't seem to get them on these big diving boards, and I can't fathom out why. If anyone knows, pop a comment if you're watching back. Just because I've even put the diving depth in as well, and they don't want to use them. They use the small ones. They're enjoying the small ones. They're hopping and popping them for them all day long. But the big ones, sounds all right. yeah, so just building up the area, really. Yeah, it's getting there. I still enjoy Planet 1. I just wish I wasn't building such a massive project. If I'd have done what I normally do, we'd still be building in that every day, but we'd probably be done by now because we're at the 110,000 pieces, I think, already. So, yeah, I just need some time, need to earn some money, get things back in perspective personally, and then I'll start looking back into the channel and developing the computer, and hopefully we can go back to that and finish that off by the end of the year. Who knows? What I am doing though is flipping in and out of it when I'm not streaming. So there, you know, when I do get to a point where there's a big enough update, I'll pop some social out for you, just so that you guys see the progress as we go. And then obviously when I do get to do a stream, might just do like a live update stream or something of that particular park, just because I can then play it on my own and I haven't got this whole double click issue and everything, and the computer's not putting itself out every 5 seconds, you know. So where were we? We were sorting this out, weren't we? We were looking into this. Now, I'm half tempted not to do any more to woodwork. And the only reason being is because with the Western pack, the particular pieces of pillars, if it is direct from Planko 1, they have some lovely pillars in them. Proper nice wood effect. So what I want to try and do with this is have the smaller pillars going through the middle. The problem is with this game, I think it's column. Column? Nope. Wood. I'm sure they're all the way at the bottom somewhere. Here. The effect. I don't know, they don't look too bad. Maybe it's just because when you're far out they just look flat. But I want to use the wood from the Western. So, just because it's a little bit, you got the small piece, the medium piece, and the big piece. Where this you've only got the big piece and the small piece. So, or have you not? No, okay, I'm lying. Okay. I just don't like the effect. Look, to me that looks blurred. I don't know about you guys. It just looks a bit. It doesn't matter kind of what colour you do it, even if you bring a little bit more colouring. It just doesn't sit right, you know. I don't know why. It just looks green all the time, no matter how you do it. Anyway, I'll come back to that. Cheers, Patrick. Yeah, smash that like, guys. It'd be very much appreciated. It's coming to life, and that's the thing I'm enjoying about it now. And I was saying to Heather the other night that I'm enjoying the results of what we're getting now. The only thing I'm not enjoying is just how the game runs, how it works, the issues we're still having. But it hasn't drawn me in. Hand over heart here. It hasn't drawn me in. I haven't had a want to play this game. Unlike Planet Coaster 1. Now, Planet Coaster 1, when I first saw that, I was like, wow, it hit me straight in the head. Had to get it. Now, I know I've had Planet Coaster 1 and I was expecting good things. Hey Dan, how you doing, dude? Are you well? It's just frustrating the life out of me. This game. I want to build a coaster. I want to sort the areas. I want to start theming. I want to start using the movement tools to be able to interact with the coasters, create scenes in dark rides. I want to do that, but I can't for my own well-being at the minute. I think if I get my backside in gear and get all this done over the next week, because I'm on late sick again, guys. When I'm on Friday, Saturday this week, so I will be streaming at points then. But what I might try and do is, when I get in the evenings, obviously, I am shattered. But I'll try and get all this area done, if you know what I mean, leading through to here. And then we can figure out what we're going to do this bit here. I think a slide that goes back, forth, and then kind of lands in a pool there, I think would work quite well. Maybe just put another little shop hut here, not sure, we'll see. But I like the way these just keep popping up. They're going to look good once you get some foliage around them and trees around them. They're just going to look so cool. I did sync 333. Because the problem is, if you do... Yeah, let's watch. If you do all of them... Okay, you can only do 8, by the way. You can't do 9, even though I've done 9 slides. Go figure. Looks wrong. Dare I say it? It just looks wrong. Because none of them are going any ahead of themselves, I'm sure. And we got some good indicators here because we got the rope on the thing. They are literally... Well, maybe not. Number 1's a little bit further ahead. I just thought it looked a bit odd. Because they look a bit too... I mean, this one's always going to be out because it's not synced. They are slightly different, but they just look like they're all hitting everything at the same time. I had it running really well last night, actually. I had 3, like, number 1 lane in each thing. 3 linked, 3 linked, and 3 linked. And I got it just so that literally 1 left, 2 left, and 3 left. And it literally looked as though they were, like, all racing. But I've opened the game today and it's just synced differently. So, I don't know. Maybe if you had it a bit longer, having them all synced would work really well. But to me, it just looks a bit... It doesn't look real to me. Yellow's playing up, so we got to test, we got to close, we got to test, we got to close, and we got to open for them to ride it. And now Yellow has a rider. Every time I touch a slide, don't touch your slides once you build them. Simples. I hope so. I really do. It just looks... I mean, when you follow them... I mean, it's pretty much the same every single time. It's slightly different, I guess. It just doesn't look it when you look at it from a distance, that's all. And the fact that I've got the 3rd one, I guess the way to do it would be, but you'd have to do this every time you open the game. So if we go here, get rid of that. That's fine, right. Grab that. I've paused the game now. Grab that. Done. So, if I unpause the game now, see, to me, that looks a little bit more natural. See what I'm saying? You need to let me know. Because I personally think that looks a bit better. It's all about reaction, isn't it? And weight. Dare I say it, weight. Heather, you'd fly off one of these in a minute. That to me just looks a bit more natural when you're just walking around the park, you know, instead of having them all come down at the same time. But the problem is, the second the thingamajigs go, it's then all messed up again. or at 6 o'clock when they'll leave the park, one may not work, which then means none of them work, if you know what I mean, like because no one's in the queue. That's what I don't like about the sync. So that's kind of why I've tried not to have it. Good. So now that'll just randomly do its thing. How you do, man? I mean, the only thing is when you let it do its thing, you've always got them coming down, which again is the pain. But also, I have done 4 times now, so I'm going to click this and we're going to see how long the time is between each raft. I've changed this to 8 seconds and it keeps defaulting to 2. Hope you're doing well, buddy. And it just causes a pile up in the pool. So at the minute, every single time I'm playing this, I'm having to change these to 8 seconds. Because I've even worked it out. I've even worked it out to the point that by the time these guys land, the other guys are actually getting out of the pool. And again, it's just that little bit more natural, you know? That was synced. Where was it? Or was that the green? Yep. So it doesn't default it back to 2 when you desync it, if you know what I mean. So why is it when I open the game, are they back to 2? Again, another thing that they're not... People have mentioned this bug since day 1. And even you guys have mentioned it to me about the train and the, what do you call it? There you go. That's a bit better now. So, speed it up. Exactly, it's a known bug, but why haven't they fixed it? Oh, it's a known bug. It's okay. Frontier, if you're seriously watching these streams, which apparently I've been told you are, please sort it out. Because hand over heart is just making it so hard to play this game. You're so used to Planet Coaster 1 and clicking something, doing it, staying there, not changing until you touch it again. Yeah, in this game, you could double click the swimming pool right now, yeah? And literally all the peeps will just leave the swimming pool. Or they will go stagnant and just stay there on the spot for about 2 minutes until they work out in their head that actually I haven't changed anything. And they'll continue doing what they're doing. That frustrates me. I'm sorry. It frustrates me. A lot. I don't really keep going on about it, but unfortunately, until it changes, you have to talk about it. That's my bad, because the rock is in the water, but anyway. No, I don't think we need the barrier there. I think we need it about here. It's just no one else's. I don't want to sound like a whinger or anything, but no one else is doing anything about it. I mean, Rudy did a video saying the reason why Planet Coaster has failed, but all he then spoke about was what he believes they should do to make the game better. And it's like, well, your opinion is the same as everybody else's opinion. They just need to sort it out. don't need to make the game better. They don't need to change things. They just need to make it work. It's literally as simple and as cut and dry as that. Get the game to work, then give us loads of pieces, then give us different packs for free once the game is working. Focus on the fundamental issues of getting the game to run right and get it working, then give us everything. Because they're not focusing on the issue at hand. They're just masking it like they did when we all found out Planet Coaster 2 was coming, where they would social media this whatever we wanted to hear, and then suddenly we'd sit there for 2.5 hours throughout the stream and we wouldn't even see what they'd said in social media, and that annoyed me. But now we know why. Now we know why. We're all experiencing it. This isn't my words, it's the game. Now we know why they weren't very forthcoming about the game. Product testing, I say. That's what they should have done. Put it out to all us loyal Planet Coaster 1 players. Kept the game rolling for many, many years for them. That was nice. I like that a lot. Right. Good. It's fun. It's getting there, mate. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's all just little bits. But we know little bits, they all come together to make one big bit. So once I get all the little bits in, get it all figured out up here, and however it works, and then it'll all start to come together. I know this looks like a big open void, but I'm going to have this. Let me just do that now, just so that you guys are getting some perspective. This is going to come down as well, and we're going to have rock work up to about here. So what I might do is just, I don't know, I might just box the bottom bit off, a bit like I have done with that one, and then figure out the rest as we go. But until we got the western pieces, I think I'm going to leave that, because I might actually change these, because I don't like the repetitiveness of the rope. It just looks a little bit, when you're flying down there you don't really notice it, but from the visual aspect it just looks really, really repetitive, and might change that up, I'm not too sure. We'll see. We'll see how it looks with everything else around it. It might just blend in eventually in the end, but to me it's just a bit of an eyesore having to have that rope on the wood. I'd rather have little upstands every 4 to 5 to 10 meters, just to give it a little bit of an effect, instead of having all these literally thousands of them. We'll see. We'll see what we'll do. We will see. Well, I think that's cool, a cool area. I mean, when you sit here, it's quite nice. They were using these like there was no tomorrow at the beginning. They're not so much now. Is there any new ones? Well, we'll see, won't we? We'll see what they've done. I hope everything is resizable. I think that would be quite cool. Because the gun, you can actually shrink it down now and use it as a gun instead of a gun. But yeah, no, it's getting a vibe. It's when you come around here in a ring, it looks so good. We'll get one. No, if oh, here we go. Miss Green here. Hope she doesn't get out and start swimming backwards like most of them do. Got these little sprinklers here, which I think work really well. Hopefully the quality's alright, guys, and it's not too pixely. I'm uploading in 6.5 meg, so it should be nice and clear on the old 2K for you. know if you see much of the slides from here. I know you do. Remember not to go high with the rock work there though. Oh yeah, that's cool. Just get a load of trees up around there. It will look like this. I think that's awesome. Still don't get why those palm trees are blending through each other. Look, it's doing it now. Look at the trunk of the palm tree on the right. Loses all the branch thingies. Look at that. Look at it. Why is it doing that? My mouse is decided to do its thing. There we go. Yeah, I think you're getting a good enough view of them coming down as long as I don't obscure it too much. So when we do the tree line, I'll probably start the tree line where the rock work goes underneath the actual slide. Bring some colour down. I don't know why no one's using the loo there. Anyway. So look, there they go. Look at that view. That's the view. That's nice. I like it a lot. Now, if that's not Typhoon Lagoon, I don't know what is. It's just doing it. As I was saying a few streams ago, the problem is with building a water park is, you know what I hate doing? Is rock work and tree work. I leave it to the last thing in pretty much every park I do, apart from the intricate bits. But this entire thing is rock work and tree work. And I'll tell you what, trying to make all this look different with different pieces of rock, it's a little bit difficult in this game because of the way they do this moving texture. When you're moving it, trying to get it right, you can't tell whether or not you are different because a lot of them have very similar faces to them. So it just looks like the same line of rock, a bit like here. I can't remember where it is. I think it's this bit. It just looks all the same to me. Even though that's different, it still all looks the same to me. That is a different piece of rock, believe it or not. Even though that looks very, very similar, it's very different. So yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there. I'm going to click this button. Oh, anyway, there we are. There we got a couple of flumes going on here. Get rid of that pile of the pool. I like this song. I love this song actually. That view there in the background with the slides now, look at that. It's all starting to come through. Then you got the generators, obviously they're not going to be there. Oh, I loathe it. Trying to make something look different 100 times over, or thousands of times over, to be fair. Especially when you're using the same kind of rock as well. I'll get there. You'll get there. Just takes time. Just takes time, guys. But I'm happy they're using this pool. I'm happy the odd person is using this slide. It's very strange. They were all using it. I think it's because it's not themed. I still don't know why they're not using the diving boards. It's a strange one. Moo Moo Milkshake. Yeah, it is a bit random. I quite like some of the... I think there's like a 50s one. The one sounds like Amityville from Thorpe Park. Sounds proper cool. It's just looking so cool now. Even just chilling. The fact that they're using all the shops now as well, when they weren't using this for ages until the update. Something in the update happened. They were using all that. I mean, I do love how this turns out, but it's just the what you have to have in your head to be able to create that in 5 minutes. It's just so draining. I love it. I love how the end result. Don't get me wrong, Dan. I absolutely love the end result, but it just. That's why I've done all this bit, because it's just been little bits, you know? And you can see how it's going to be. Now that that is all building up in the background. And like I say, I mean, to anyone that's new to the builds, this is pretty much how it's going to look throughout the entirety of the park. Just in different styles, different colours, different feel. But that's pretty much how it's going to be. So, if you want to stick around, smash that sub, guys, if you haven't already. It'd be very much appreciated. And if you do, try and stick with it. It would be lovely. But more than anything, smash that like if you haven't already. It'd be really, really appreciated. But I'm going to leave the stream there now, guys, because it is 11 PM and I am absolutely shattered. I know I didn't do much building, but I just wanted to give you a bit of an update because I've been doing a little bit of work. But yeah. Anyone wants to buy us a coffee, smash that PayPal link in the description. It'd be very, very much appreciated, guys, right now. Things are a little bit tight and difficult, but it is what it is. But no, thanks for joining the stream, guys. I won't go on too much longer because I'm desperate for a loop. Hit stop. But we'll leave it there. If anybody has got any thought towards how things could be done a little bit differently, or you've seen something that needs changing or anything like that, please do let me know in the comments. And if you're watching back, welcome to the stream, guys, and thanks for joining. Guys, I'm going to bid you all a lovely morning, evening, sleep, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, guys. Thank you very much for joining. I will catch you lovely, lovely, lovely people. If not between now and Friday, I'll see you Friday. See you later, guys. Stay safe. Bye-bye.